How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to talk to you about redundant items and how they fit into your kit. All these items I have on the table here are some kind of tool or cutting tool. Mainly they're all cutting tools. They all can fit into your kit in all different sorts of ways. I'm going to tell you how I use them or how I would use them if I had to. Whether you're just a weekend camp or you're just going weekend camping with your family, or whether you're out and you get in trouble, these items can really help you get through any of those. This is a little Etsy arrowhead, E-S-E-E, some people call it. It's just a little arrowhead. It's not very long. I'd say it's probably 2.5 inches long overall. But this is not used as an arrowhead. It could be, but that's not really practical. I mean, it's not a real arrowhead. You have to ratchet with a stick and do that, and you may be able to kill a rabbit with it. Unless you really took time to make something, and that's just, in survival situations, you don't have time to do that normally. So, what I just have here is, again, the Etsy arrowhead. I keep it razor sharp, shaving sharp. It'll shave the hair off your arm. And this is my scalpel if I need it in a first aid situation. It's got a really, really good point on it. It's just a straight triangle arrowhead. There's no anything to it. It's just 2 edges and a point. Got a really centered point. Razor hair popping sharp. Again, this is my scalpel. If I get a burn on my arm and I need to cut something open and drain it, if I get any kind of boil or blister or anything I need to drain to make sure it does not get infected and then treat it with what I need, this is what I use, because this is razor sharp. Again, it's little. If I have to, I can run it over a fire, leave it in the fire for a few seconds, get any bacteria off of it, and then I can cut, and then I can do what I need to do. I carry this little case pocket knife. It's very little. It's just a little bitty. I mean, you can see how it fits in my hand. It's very little. It's not very big at all, but it's a good little item to have. You know, it's sharp. It's not razor sharp. It's sharp though. I use this mainly for cutting cordage around where I'm walking or something like that, or whittling trap triggers if I'm just bored. I get out in the woods. I get bored. I'm like, I want to practice some, figure 4 deadfalls. I don't like figure 4 deadfalls, but any kind of trap, you get the idea. Spring snares, anything. This is my little trap trigger, whittler, if you call it that. It's a good little knife to have, and again, redundant cutting tools, you can never go wrong. I also have a Gerber Diesel multi-tool. Well, yeah. This is a good multi-tool. I've had it for over a year and a half now. It's never failed me. People are worried about this. Worried about the rattle it does when you shake it, but when you squeeze down, there's no rattling at all from that tool. That tool is solid. I've never had it fail on me. The locking mechanisms are plastic, but they are solid. They still have metal inlays in them to make sure it grips it good. It has not ever moved. And 2, I kind of like the idea of it, sliding down like that. I think I always like that more than the Leatherman. I don't really like the butterfly opening, but this multi-tool has always served me good. It's got scissors on it. It's got a saw. The saw is decent. It's not the best. The Leatherman saws are better. I'll give you that one. But I like the look of this multi-tool. And mainly the only reason I carry multi-tools is for the pliers. Getting pots out of the fire, grab it. Getting hooks out of fish's mouth. Whatever I want to do, I can do that. If there's something in my skin, I can get down there and get it out. So a multi-tool is a very useful item to have. Some people like to carry a pair of vice grips. Vice grips are great. I still prefer to carry that and just have those tools if I need them. So that's 3 different cutting tools already in that kit. This is the Pathfinder spear point. And there's a little neck sheath. I don't put the sheath on my neck or on my belt or nothing. It just sits in the bandana that I wrap it in. Again, you can never have too many bandanas. Bandanas are useful for everything from bandages to filtering water to anything to think of, just for hygiene purposes, anything. Bandanas are useful. This is just a Bushmaster spear point, I think that's what they called it. And it's 01 tool steel. It's basically Scandi ground on both sides to a point. Again, this could be used for hunting on the end of a spear if you had to. But again, I keep this shaving sharp, so I could use it for any kind of scalpel I needed or anything like that. This could be used to skin game because it's little. You can get your thumbs way up on it. You don't have to worry about cutting yourself. I mean, you can control this thing. You can choke up on a blade like that, whichever way you really want to. Get up on it and really do some fine work with it. on game or anything you want to do with that. It just slides right in the sheath and it sits in here. It's there if I need it. I also have a sail needle. You know, the big things Dave Canterbury sells, those cloth sail needles. I do keep them. I have one in my room back there. I'm not going to walk back there and get it, but I do have one of them. I always carry one of them. And normally I always carry a frog gig, but I went to visit family a couple of weeks ago, and I left mine in my old town. So I ordered a new one off Amazon. It'll be here in a couple of weeks, and then it'll be here in a couple of days or so. Then I'll get on here and discuss frog gigs, and I'll show you how to put it to a stick, and I'll show you how to make natural ones, and we'll do that kind of crap and stuff like that and have a good time. But either way, you know, redundant items always help you through anything you're trying to do. Whether you're trying to affect your survivability or whether you're just trying to go out and have a weekend outing with your family or friends, it's always good to have redundant items. Whether you need one or whether they need one or whether you fall off, whether you lose one, whatever happens, redundant items always are good. I'll do a video on containers here pretty soon, and we'll go over containers and all they entail: bottles, pots, cast iron, stainless steel, aluminum. We'll go through all that, and I'll tell you which one I prefer, and then we'll do stuff like that. I appreciate y'all watching, guys. I'm still new. I'm hoping to learn things. Comment on any of my videos. Any comments are welcome. You know. Thank y'all, and God bless.